What's up, y'all? And this is, I guess, volume 2 of the Karceno hood story. uh, oh, man. I know about a billion. Sean can tell you I done went through about 50 million with him. Hold on. I gotta pick up that. All right. Okay. False alarm. Now, if you watch part 1, I've already explained where Grove Heights is. Grove Heights is where I'm from. So when I say Grove Heights, you should automatically know the story from Grove Heights. Now, I'm in Grove Heights and neighborhood, just like any other. And in every neighborhood they got back in the days, they had the candy house. You go to this house, you can get some candy. You go to that house, they sell the icy cups. You go to this house, they got all different type of, you can get a plate. You go to this house, they do. So you get the point, right? And there happens to be a house in the neighborhood where a girl who's a very fallacious woman, and she provides free services in the neighborhood for people. Now, back in the day, they would call it Billa. Now, if you know what that is, if you're from Chicago, then you probably have heard that word before back in the day. So this is like the Billa house. And this girl is about, let me see, how old were we? Say about 15. So we 15, she was about same 14 or 15. So they were all older than me. I was the baby. So anyway, in school, the Billa girl decides that out of all these people she has loved, she wants a relationship with me. I had never been with this girl, had never heard of this girl until all of this nonsense started happening. When people start bringing her to my attention and sending you little pieces of paper with letters written from her on it, because once again, there was no cell phones. I don't even think pages was out. So back then, people were sending you notes that you had to unfold 600 times to read. So I read the letter and it says, I want to date you. Circle yes, no. And I circled no and handed that right back to the person over there. Then I found out who the person was, because I don't like blind anything. And then they found out it's the girl from the Billa house. Now, my buddy didn't mind walking down there to the Billa house to go and frequently fallacious this woman. Now, this woman's upset that I said no to her. I have rejected her. Every man has not turned this woman down, so she wants to know why. She comes marching down my house to find out why. Now, I'm a gentleman. I don't know how to tell the woman I can't be with you in a relationship. That's stupid. You're a very fallacious woman. So, I don't think she understood that. And it led to a lot of problems. So, being that she couldn't have me, she went and decided that she was going to shut down shop and change her life and become this new person that no one ever knew. She dyed her hair. She's trying to be sophisticated, and I'm going to be the type of girl that he's going to want. And it's like I just came and shut down the shop. And I didn't even date this woman, never kissed this woman, never been with her, and everybody in the end blamed me. So now people want to fight. They want to fight me. And I'm still not interested in her. And I'm like, I don't want her. And this caused a whole big rift, because my buddy's like, yeah, man, they talking about just coming over here fighting you. And I'm like, why? He was like, I don't know, dude, want to fight you over a girl. It's stupid. He's like, she made her choice. She ain't with me. Yeah, but she wanted to be. All you had to do was play along. If you'd have played along, man, we could have still had all this going on. You ruined it. I'm like, I ain't want nothing to do with it. And I'm like, I don't hang with him anyway, so I'm not really too, upset if they want to try to come over here and fight. So we normally have our local football game. And all of a sudden, everybody's a little antsy in the football game. They really want to lay into me. So the game kick off. We get over there, and as soon as they kick the ball off, boom. I get the ball. Everybody want to get extra, want to try to gang pile on me. I mentally know all that stuff. So as soon as they get in the huddle, I said, watch this. They finna have so-and-so guard me because he want to try to hit me, right? I was like, as soon as we yell hike, I'm going to burn him for the touchdown right away, as soon as we start, because he ain't going to be able to keep up with me. I was fast, by the way. Now, as soon as they yell hike, boom, I take off like a bomb. Then they throw the ball. Of course, I catch it, touchdown, whatever. And I say, that's one. And then, then I'm like, I'm guard you for the rest of the game. So naturally, they want to fight. This went on. I was the best cornerback wide receiver there was. So nobody in the hood was ever better than me at that. So whenever we played hood football games, it was going down. So they got upset and they got want to wrestle me. Guess what else I was? The best wrestler that I was in the neighborhood. I wasn't taking the L. Not because I'm telling the story, it's just the truth. I was the best wrestler there was in the neighborhood. So they thought this guy was going to beat me. And I'm like shocked that they, everybody had a hype man. They brought him up to challenge me. And come to find out, this person been hating on me for the longest time. And I didn't know about it until this moment when this stuff going on with old girl. He was looking for a reason to want to fight me. Because I'm not born there. He's born in the neighborhood. I moved there when I was 12. So when I moved in there and we went to class, I don't know what's going on. Like all these new faces. Where I came from, I was the king. At every place I went to, it began with me. I was top line everywhere I went. Now I come to this school, I got to fit into all these other guys who was already topped. And you coming in at 12, that's a whole different experience. So I got to try to meet all these people. And I have been cool with them all summer. I'm like, well, all summer we've been getting along, no problems, no nothing. So now all of a sudden, everybody just turned on me like the first day of school. And I was just like, how did this group who I kicked it with the entire summer, they done been in my crib. How do we have beef? That don't even make sense. And he was the main guy behind it, but he was trying to act like he wasn't. But at the time, I didn't know why and what was going on. But what had happened was this. 3 years later, I figured everything out. His problem was that some girl in the class, girls get in their desk and they start talking amongst themselves, and they used to drape all over these girls, and and because they knew them. I was new. I didn't know anybody, so I'm just trying to be quiet, do what I gotta do until I start figuring out what's what. They in there gossiping. Oh, the new guy's cute. Doing they, Wilma and what's her name, Betty. And they got upset. Because now they was old news and I was new news. So now they was going, oh man, nothing. Just natural hate. So he was harboring this for 3 years. Everybody else that stuff was over with. They don't care nothing about that. Now it's 3 years later, this dude's still harboring hate. And now he used this as an excuse because here it is, another situation where a girl who was a fallacious woman to him stopped because she wanted to have something to do with me and then changed her whole ways. Now he's upset with me. Now everything comes back full circle on me 3 years later. So he wanted to wrestle. And for a while, he was surprisingly doing good. I was even shocked. I said, wait a minute. Am I finna lose today? And I was like, I can't lose to him. So all I knew is that at 15, he was already smoking, already drinking. Me, didn't smoke, didn't drink, pure athlete, in shape, knew he would tire out. Just had to keep him going. Sure enough, I let him exert all his energy trying to finish me and hurt me, and he couldn't do anything. So once he burnt out of energy, which was about 5 minutes in, he was completely done. He was like a rag doll. I could have put him in any wrestling move in the world and booted him to the moon. He was done. He just wanted it over with. And after that, we had no more real problems. Because now he had a new reason to be upset. She got tired of me and started kicking it with another dude who was quiet down the street, who was a liar compulsively, but he started kicking it with her. And he turned around, looked like, no, he didn't move in. Because come to find out, I didn't even know they were cool. And while he was talking about, yeah, I'm finna get up with old girl, he was going back getting up with her too. And then he'll send us some letters like, you know, me and you need to be together and blah, blah, blah. You don't need anybody else. So she was like, I'm special. Somebody see me. So her and her friend used to walk around the neighborhood. That was just like the track to see what was going on. And he was a smooth liar. You know, he was moved his way on in. Baby, you don't need them. All you need is me. So when they came with the smooth lie, that was it. Everything was on. So when that came about, and everybody heard them lie for the 115,000th time, it was time for war. Because one, the person I was talking about, the one I wrestled, he was in a gang. You know, he was with the moles. And the other guy wasn't. He was his boy. They were cool, but he wasn't a mo. So now he got to use this as, he disrespected us, brother. He crossed the line. You know, he was supposed to be a mo, but he ain't a mo now. I mean, he was supposed to. He didn't join. He affiliated, but he broke the laws and all kind of nonsense. So, in other words, he want the guy jumped, and he don't want to be the one to do it himself. So he wants to march down the dude's crib. They go to his house. It's like 14 of them. They just all standing there, and he go up to her, ring the bell. Yeah, come on out, bro. Yeah, you a punk. Come on out. Let's do this like men. See, this is back when people used to go to your house, ring your bell. So he comes, ring the bell, and try to get him to come out. Come on, man. Come on out and fight me like a man. So he's standing by the screen door. Screen door locked. He's like, look, man. The girl made her choice. You was never going to be her choice. She only messed with you because she was bored. I mean, he was real disrespectful. So dude was like, all right, you ain't going to come out then? You a punk. You a punk. The whole neighborhood know you a punk. So basically that was it, right? Everybody left and broke out. So he was waiting on dude to come outside. This man camped outside her house, well, his house, waiting for him to come up. Soon as dude came outside, he come up, hey, what's up? What's up with it? Let's go. Doing all, I mean, it was the funniest thing. For about 3 minutes straight, they just sizing each other up. Doing all the head bobs. Nobody throwing a punch. I was like, man, they need to just stop. Because the other guy, he a slick talker. But he never fights. He couldn't fight. He was just completely not the guy that's going to go. Ooh. He's not going to go to no war with nobody. He don't want no problems. He just want to be smooth, and he's shiesty. You know, it's plenty other stories he did and got me involved in it because everybody like, oh, he looked like Bobby Brown. That was another problem too. He looked like Bobby Brown, and this is back when isn't love, you know, and all that stuff. And I think Don't Be Cruel was out. So when Don't Be Cruel was out and this going on, man, it was nothing but heat coming. But that's another story. So he tried to have the Moles jump the next day. The Moles was gonna jump on him. So he tried to have them go ahead and jump on the dude. After the fight didn't go his way, he was waiting for somebody to come like, man, just break it up. Man, you look ridiculous out here. See, the word hater didn't exist back then. So player hater wasn't out there. It was just, dude, you jealous. That's all it was. You jealous. You a punk. Man, you out here jealous. Man, you out here jealous of dude, man. So that's all it was. It wasn't no hating back then. It was jealous. You just jealous, B. So then the Moles was like, man, they really laughing behind his back. So they was like, man, look, just let it go, you know. Go on, let's go get some other stuff. You know, just don't, I ain't dealing with him no more. It's like, cool, let it go. So, again, next day, try to have the Moles jump him at the bus stop, which they attempted to do. Now, not knowing that this guy has family members that are like older, you know, the kind of family member that come over to wash their clothes over there because that's their auntie house, and they see all and hear about all this stuff going on, and he out there like no nonsense. He washing the car, got his Phi Beta Sigma stuff on, you know, used to be on the football team. He out there washing the car with the shirt off. They come over here with the nonsense, talking about jumping on him, coming over his fence into the yard. Not expecting this dude to be here. And this is his cousins. You know, they, what? Man, what y'all doing over here, man? Boo, 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 boo. He wasn't about this and all that talking. It was hands flying and whooping on people, man. He was, man, where the punk that set y'all up? Y'all out here for him, where he at? So he back in his mode. Like he was like, man, you letting these dudes come over here and punk you like that? They coming in your yard, man, I'll smack all y'all little mud. Go get your daddy, I'll smack him. Yeah, so he was off the chain. So now you got two families going at it because his mama come out in a blouse and some house shoes and she walking down to his house. We gonna go to his mama. We gonna go down there right now to his house. We gonna stop this. All over a girl. And she's a hoe. Mama, you know, mama coming out with all this now. I'm like, man, every day we didn't have to go online. We didn't have to watch TV. We needed to get outside because every day was a movie. Outside, you will find something going on in the hood. Every block it was because each block was their own thing. You had Greenwoods, G's, you had the Foes, you had the Moles. On the next block, it was always some action going on. So next thing you know, his mama and people get involved. His big brother come out. And his big brother, the other dude down the street who was the Moles, who was jealous, his big brother get involved because he was like, oh, okay. Oh, they got somebody my age down here? Oh, I know him. He was a sucker in school. And his brother was a Mo. You know, higher ranked than his little brother. That's what the little brother was following him, even though the little brother started and was jealous. It had nothing to do with Moles, period. His big brother sees some action now because he see this guy, this Phi Beta Sigma guy who he said, oh, he's a nobody. Like, I remember him. Yeah, he my age, man. He's a nobody. What, he out here trying to get involved? What? He out the door. And that's when it really was hitting the fan. Because he out there on the rampage like, man, let's go. Drive me over there. He go around the corner. There's the brother still out there. Like, what? What you want to do? Come on out the car. Yeah, I know you. Come on out. See, when they knew him, they said, oh, he was a punk because he wasn't ever in the game. And he was a lot smaller then, but once he saw him face to face, he realized, oh, that is him. But he put on a lot of upper body strength since I last saw him. Now that he Phi Beta Sigma, And his chest is all out to here. I don't want to fight him no more. But I can't let him know that. So what I got to do is play tough and still keep my swag. Man, you know what? We're going to put an end to this right now. What's the beef? You and him? Right now, y'all don't deal. Okay? We're going to put an end to that right now. Because I don't want to go to jail for killing and smashing one of these clowns. I'm like, wow. I saw what happened right away. He saw that massive upper body strength. And it wasn't no more of that. He's a nobody. It was, you stay away from this family, all right? I don't want to hear no more stories about you coming over here harassing these good people. This wasn't the same guy you knew in high school. He had grew up big time. So this woman led to a whole bunch of other stuff down the road that we won't even get into right now. It's a lot of stuff she didn't end up doing because she did that guy dirty and got him mixed up in a whole lot of other stuff that I was there with him. And it's a whole bunch of stuff. But we'll save that one for another day. It's already been 20 minutes of this story. And, oh gosh, I forgot. It didn't really matter, but it was like one at a time. They had like, a totally different story. But it was a part of that. If I could go back, it really is not important. It's just what happened when two of the guys decided that she wanted to try two of them at the same time. But we ain't going through that. All right, I'm out.